Hello, everyone. This is Anawa Chaudhary, and you are live on my YouTube channel. It's the 2nd of September 2024. It's a Monday evening, and we're back with a live show, a live discussion on Indian football. What is all happening? What is all to be discussed? Of course, tomorrow, India start the new era of Manolo Marquez as our head coach for the Blue Tigers as they face Mauritius. Hyderabad FC, of course, officially have confirmed today that BC Jindal Group are their new owners. Jindal Football is the ownership group, and Mumbai City, of course, today presented their new home jersey, which is, of course, a lovely looking one. If you see it to the side here, with the Laranzola Chante wearing it. And of course, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan played in Lucknow today, a friendly match, and Mohun Bagan won on penalties. Hi Vignesh, hi Matthew, welcome back, guys. Just one thing, let's see. So therefore, yeah, these are the things that are all happening. Of course, there are rumors regarding a potential new sponsor in the Indian Super League. I haven't heard about it, but there's something is, but it seems to be could be a sponsor. Let's see what happens, and of course, all these things that are happening. Femis is speaking for Tangri. Is it happening? Is it a good move for Kerala Blasters FC? If it happens, it would be good. To me, there are two things. If the deal is happening, then both of the players will have done their termination in advance. So it would have to have been done before the window closed. So that termination has already been done. It can't happen now. You can't terminate now and then say, listen, I'm going, XYZ. So that's one thing. So let's wait and see. But if it happens, Mohun Bagan are looking for a centre back. Preetham fulfills that. And on the other side, Deepak Tangri adds a little bit of fight to that Kerala Blasters midfield, potentially also defense in the worst case. But I think, it could be a good deal for both sides. Hi Vishnu, as Sri Ramesh talks about Nandini, let's see if and when that is announced. Vignesh says, win or lose, at least see fight spirit. Vignesh, yes, to me, that's also one of the sort of criteria I would say is very, very crucial for the Indian team, in my opinion, at least. I would say, as there is something that the spirit needs to needs to be there. This is something that was missing in the last few matches, let's see what Manolo can do. Again, first game, not easy in my opinion. As a team in Mauritius, an African side who we know little to nothing about. So therefore, let's wait and see what we can do. Good evening, Jen Jolian. Welcome back. So, share your thoughts on Odisha FC women's team. Matthew, to me, great achievement, historic achievement to get into the group stages. Big achievement, but again, as always in the women's game, we are better. So therefore, they've done something which, is more doable than for any men's team. What happened to the PC decision of verdict out yet? Vishnu, again, is expecting it any time now. I don't know what the issue is. It's been very quiet again with the PSC. We'll have to wait whenever they come out with their final verdict. Hi Deepak, welcome back. Sir, ISL co-sponsor Mini guys, sir. Zigzag, as just mentioned earlier, there is some rumor about some company, a milk company out of Karnataka under the name of Nandini, who supposedly is interested, or Nandini is the brand that could become the Karnataka Milk Federation under the name of Nandini could be some sort of sponsor of the ISL. I don't know if they're going to be title sponsor. I don't know. But yeah, that would be an interesting one. Let's wait and see what happens. Hi, Suvi, your preferred 11 of for tomorrow's match. Suvi, I always have to say I haven't seen the team train. I also have to keep in mind that the team trained yesterday and today. Tomorrow is the match, and Saturday was the final of the Durand Cup. You know, so to me, if I look at it, I'd say Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking at the moment a team without Mohun Bagan players, because they might play the second game against Syria. So if I take that in mind, or keep that in mind, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu in goal. I would have a back line of Nikhil Pujari, Bheke, Sana, and Roshan. Jeekson and Suresh as my holding six, or Suresh and Putea, but I think Jeekson would be the preference, even though he didn't play well for East Bengal in the matches that I've seen him. And an attacking line which could include Changte, Nanda, Mahesh, and then it comes to the striker. The question is, as I said, will the coach play one of the players, as a false number 9, potentially use Edmund as a 10 and Changte as a false 9. There are a few potential options for Manolo in that front. Again, as I said, if I'm not using any of the players who played for Mohun Bagan over the weekend on Saturday, of course. But again, it's Saturday match at that level, and then playing on Tuesday international against an African side might be a little asking too much. Therefore, my thought process so far has been that to give the Mohun Bagan players rest and then use them on the match of the 9th. So that's my thinking. Hi Kishore, your prediction for tomorrow's match. Kishore, for me, very important is somehow or the other that if India win, that's for me something which I feel is very important. And I don't know if we can, but I hope we can beat, to me, I don't know. I would like us to win 1-0 or 2-1. I think that would be important. Somehow a win. We haven't. I was seeing that this afternoon on Hiren's channel that we haven't won since November, since that surprise win in Kuwait. We haven't won a game. So therefore, for us, I think getting back to a winning mentality. And I think forget with Mauritius their ranking. Yes, they're an African side. Yes, they are. For me, could be trouble for us. So therefore, it's Manolo's first match. I don't think he'll change too many things. But for me, again, first match of the new international season for India. So if we can win 1-0 or 2-1, that would be great. But it's not going to be easy. I think Nandini is not title sponsor. It's one of co-sponsor deal, but let's see. Any sponsor we get is not bad current with situation of Indian football. So I agree with you. I also don't see Nandini as a title sponsor of the league. I don't think that they're going to be putting up that much of money to be the title sponsors, but they could be sort of a sponsor in the league, a co-sponsor, as you say, or let's see. I mean, maybe they've said they're going to do a tie-up with the ISL. Maybe it's also a tie-up with a franchise. I don't know. So therefore, let's wait and see. But any sponsor, as you say, who comes forward at the moment and puts money into the market is good. Not only sponsors, but even investors. Same thing as I said about Hyderabad FC. That investments coming from the VC Jindal Group via Jindal Football is a good step. Good day for Hyderabad that officially now it's announced. The question is, can they do the transfers that they want, that they need to be able to competitive this season? So therefore, from my opinion, that's one of the questions which remains. But again, we are in the situation we are in, and anyone who puts money into the Indian football ecosystem, in my opinion, that's a good sign for football in India. And the challenge remains. So therefore, good to see that. Right, as always, those of you who are watching, do leave a like, share, and subscribe. We're at the subscription level of 1,565. So thank you, for the support. And always, as I said, leave a like for the video if you think it's good. You can return for the other content as well. So therefore, 3 likes so far. And if you like what you see over here, I've been making, um, made a video earlier today on the takeover of Hyderabad FC by DC General Group. Yesterday, I done a video on the Durand Mumbai City FC's 10th anniversary a few days ago. So watch the shorter videos that I do on the channel, or if you like, also look at the older content. What do you think went right for Northeast United FC and went wrong for Mohun Bagan Supergiant Dhruv? I think the biggest problem for Mohun Bagan, I think, is the question of the defensive unit. I think that's the question. You concede 3 against Punjab, 2 against BFC, 2 against Northeast United, 7 goals in 3 matches in knockout games. Twice you win. On penalties, 1 you lose. Northeast United, I think, showed potential, but I think Mohun Bagan could have wrapped it up. But showed defensive issues at the moment. I would, on the other side, say Northeast United showed their comeback skills, and again, Gurmeet showed. Well, also he should be in the running of being one of the backup goalkeepers in the Indian national team. So again, we've got quite a bunch of goalkeepers around. It's like Purva Lechempa, and let's wait and see. Any word for Abbas Union back in I-League 3? Deepak, Abbas Union is not back in I-League 3. I think, if I'm right, they're playing for the first time. So let's see, keep from Hyderabad, if and what they can do in I-League 3. Murali, your thoughts? Mauritius is going to be easy match or tough match with the form we're carrying? Murali, I've said this in the last few days, and I say it today as well. To face Mauritius will not be easy for us. So therefore, let's wait and see what we can do. New coach, let's see if he's going to change things or keep things the same, or we'll change few things. Let's see what happens. Mauritius seems to have several European players. Might be difficult for India. Ochut, certainly, that's one of the questions. Nandini is a new sponsor for ISL. Ganesh, I spoke about it a little earlier. Yes, looks like they themselves said they're the sponsor of the ISL. So let's see if and when ISL announces what level of sponsorship Nandini is. Abstract question: why India always go for Nira ball? Kishore, very simply because the AIFF, the ISL have contract with Nivea, so that they provide the football. Here today is the final day to announce final squad for ISL. So how HFC will sign players and incorporate them in the squad. Dhruv, as with everything else, there have been exception rules for Hyderabad FC this season. So therefore, they will sign the players in the coming days and then announce the squad. I think if the ISL or FSDL as authority running the league were tough on them, then this would not have happened. So therefore, Sir, UP CM said they're going to build 57,000 stadium upcoming year. What's your thoughts? Ganesh, he said stadium. I guess he meant football grounds. If he does it, if they do it, great. But again, we know how politicians talk. So therefore, let's see. Are we having Super Cup this season in your football calendar? Deepak, my understanding is yes. Do you think people focus more on political aspect than actual footballing things? Renal sometimes, or a lot of times, that could be true. How do the long camp bring intensity to the player or team or fitness matters? Because right now we have less time for preparation. Murali, the coaches think that the cohesion of the team is better when they get longer camps. The players are currently coming out of preseason. Some players have played matches, some players have not played matches. So therefore, different reasons. But again, this window didn't allow a longer camp. So therefore, it's a 2 training session, 3-day camp for the first game. Hi Kumar, welcome back. I'm from Hyderabad. It has been raining for the last 2 days. Whether pitch is good or not, there is orange alert in Hyderabad. Whether match will happen or not. Okay. I heard this as well. So Kumar, you raised a very, very valid, very, very important point. The weather situation is not good in and around Hyderabad. So therefore, I think we all need to watch out what the situation is. I remember the Super League Kerala versus Mohammedan game for Wayanad, uh, and that was also played in very rainy conditions in Manjeri, and the pitch was flooded to some extent. But that will not happen most probably international games. So let's wait and see what decision the AIFF takes on this game tomorrow, and and if it can happen or not. So fingers crossed. But the weather is somewhat of a bother and concern at the moment. So let's wait and see what happens. In the Defensa, you see a team which players impressed you the most. Could they be signed? They really showed Indian players the level. Dhruva looks difficult that any of these players will sign for us or any Indian clubs. I've only seen highlights, so and I'm not sure which players I could name you. That overall the team impressed me in the sense of we're talking about players who are reserve team or under 18 team players, right? And they're not even the best of the best in that team. So it shows you the standard of FIFA World Cup winners Argentina, of a mid-table Argentinian club side, compared to some of the top teams in India, right? And that should be our concern. So this team coming here playing under these conditions, impressive to say the least. So therefore, but I don't think any of these players. Again, the transfer window is already closed, so therefore I don't see any defensive players signing in India. Any news in the national team training sessions? Anna Manolo, Dhruva, nothing. Just the pictures that have been posted. I've not seen any. Let's see what they do if they are. Again, Kumar has rightly raised the topic of if the match can be played tomorrow. Are there any incumbents from City FC or they are done for the season? Andrea, they're done for this window, I would think, except if there's a free agent signing, but I don't see that happening. So therefore, we'll have to wait and see if Mumbai City are going to make any signings in the winters. Hi, Shaggy. Welcome back. What should be our mentality when we go against Tier 1 Asian teams, like go all out or try to minimize the goals conceding? What are we gonna go all out with? Right? If we have the attacking players to do it, let's do it. Right? So therefore, I think solid defense, good mid block, and then see what you can do. Do you think Mauritius will play deep block? Will India play attacking or vice versa? Morally, I have no understanding of what we're going to do tomorrow because we have a new coach. It is going to be Manolo's first ever match as a national team coach. So he doesn't have his foreigners. He doesn't, let's say, have a Joao Victor to control his sort of game or I don't know, Carl McHugh, which is used at FC Goa. So it'll be interesting to see how his team sets up. So for me, I think Manolo will work to ensure that his defense is good, his defensive midfield is good, and then we'll see. Nandini news is true. Shaggy, I have not been able to confirm it anywhere, but I've seen it in serious media publications, in economic media publications. So there is some kind of sponsorship in the room. But it looks to me like, which has been also mentioned by others here in the chat, that it looks likely to be most probably something as an associate sponsor or a co-sponsor. But again, any sponsor comes forward is good. What's your view on Northeast United midfielder McCarthy Nixon is a very good guy in the second half of the Cup. He controls the entire midfield, should get a national team call-up. Rolando, yes, McCarthy has shown glimpses that he's a talented player. Is he ready for the national team? I don't know if he's ready for the national team. I don't think he's ready, in my opinion, for the national team. McCarthy got huge potential. That's what I heard from inside news of BFC, but he's physically ready. Dhruva, is physically ready. How many of our players are? Hi, Sanskar. I am doing fine. I hope you're doing fine as well, wherever you are. Kumar says, I'm not going to match because of that. Another long camps cannot make our players improvement because the technical same of the player. You can only increase session. Okay, Kumar. Views on Mumbai City FC jersey. I like it. I like the simplicity of the jersey because we see a lot of colors and a lot of shebang in the jerseys at the moment around the world. I like the simplicity of the jersey. It's it's kept in the nice sort of light blue tone of the Mumbai City jerseys of the last few years. So for me, I liked it from the first time I've seen the jersey. So it's a good one. And if you ask me to rate it out of 10, I would most probably give it a 9. Yeah. So for me, I would give it a 9. So that is what, if you ask me about this jersey. So those of you who are new, welcome to my channel arunfoot. If you haven't, do leave a like, share and subscribe. 1,567 people have subscribed to the channel, so thank you all of you for that. And so far we've got 6 likes for this video, so I think 27 people watching at the moment. Let's hope for the best. When India played these lower rank like Vanuatu in those matches, also we didn't win easily. They worked out of their socks. But when it comes to these nations, the longer games go, it is danger. Murali, there is no one easy for us these days to beat, right? We need to get working, do our homework, So therefore, let's wait and see. Why do you think Benali doesn't play Falguni? I seriously think he could play for the national team alongside Apuya. I haven't seen too many Indian players with close ball control, first touch, etc. like him. Dhruv is just the physicality aspect. You were talking about McCartan and physicality, and it applies to Falguni as well, even more to Falguni. I don't think Falguni has, so therefore, let's wait and see. Money control is by publications about Nandi as an IC sponsor. Kumar, yes and no, because you never know if the company has actually paid for the publication to write this. It's like certain publications, serious publications, writing that ISF clubs are making profits. Yeah. So let's see. One of the best jersey in this tournament or not? Yeah, I mean, Shanskar, to me, I like it because a lot of ISL teams have not launched their final jersey for the ISL. So let's wait and see. Some of them, I for example, find the FC Goa third kit. I don't know if you've seen that. That's a jersey that I like. Read all the ISL jerseys this season, both home and away. Dhruv, again, all clubs haven't released their jerseys, home and away. But again, as I said, the third kit of FC Goa has caught my eye. So let's see. Some of them are very simplistic. Punjab FC have to do a little bit more with their jerseys, I feel. But let's wait and see what happens. McCartan is ex-Bangalore FC and ex-FC Bangalore United. Yeah, that's something as well. Will Anwar verdict come today? Prashonjit, it's been coming. Therefore, I'm not giving any timelines anymore. I was told it would come on a Saturday, and now it's Monday. Nothing has happened, so we'll have to wait and see when the verdict comes out. Made his name in the BDFA Super Division. Yes, Shaggy, exactly. McCartan, a product of the Bangalore District Football Association Super Division League. Northeast jersey looks fine as well. Yeah, looked good. Yeah. The home one. So therefore, yeah. But again, to me, so far, standouts that I've seen, if you ask me, is this new Mumbai City jersey and the third jersey of FC Goa. How Kotal deal is happening even after transfer window ends? Sanskar, most probably there has been a termination of a contract. That's my only understanding. So therefore, Preetham and Tangri must have now terminated the contract. Let's see. Hi Shreyam, watch 2 minutes of friendly match. The stadium grass was just on there. It's the same of a community ground and the state like UP has no stadium better than that. And also light was out. Vision 47. Shyam, yeah, these are realities. You might find it weird or unfitting, but that's the reality. That's why this East Bengal Mohun Bagan match, which was sold as a big derby, is being played by the reserve sides. It's not being played by the first team of the two sides, right? So these are all realities of what happens in India. So therefore, if I like it, you like it, we like it, not. This is something which is there, and yeah, UP has a long way to go. So therefore, and again, this ground 2 weeks ago wouldn't have even hosted the match the way it hosted it today. So these are realities, and they've got a long way to go. And if these kind of things happen to promote football and push UP football in the right direction, and then it's good. But infrastructure-wise, UP has to do a lot. When will Jamshedpur FC change their jersey? Ayush, good question. I know that the Tatars have liked this kind of design and jersey, and they've stuck with it. Nivea has not made any updates. I don't know if they've done any updates in the last 2-3 years. Let's see. Let the ISL start, and then we'll see if it's still the same design or if something of that design has sort of changed from that red, blue, and white elements. Anwar verdict should not come tomorrow, otherwise whole media attention will go there. Very right, Sanskar. Very right. Let's hope then it comes on Wednesday. আমার নাম আপনি ছাড়া কেউ ঠিক উচ্চারণ করে না, এবার কিরেন্দা প্রনাউন্সিয়েশনটা শুনবেন, হাসতে হাসতে পাগল হয়ে যাবেন. So Dubajyoti is saying in Bengali that I am pronouncing his name right, and that Hiren Da out of respect, the pronunciation that Hiren does of Dubajyoti is I should be laughing about it. Let's see. I'll certainly ping Hiren about this, and he should pronounce this name. Hi Karam, I am doing fine. It's just hot and humid here in Germany. It's raining a little bit outside, but otherwise I am fine. Thank you. Hope you're doing good as well. What you see of one-year body transformation? He shed muscles again. I'm disappointed to get potential striker, but he's making his physique more as a winger. Dubajyoti, again, physical fitness is something that our players have a certain understanding, do certain things in a certain way. Is it right? Is it wrong? Sometimes very difficult to say. But you're right. He's trying to, of course, shed the muscle to be fitter, to be faster on the wing. So therefore, it's a question of if it's right, what he's doing in the right way, which is helping him. So therefore, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what he does. But I understand where you're coming from. So the transfer window is closed now. You can make a video to analyze all the teams. Karam, planning to do that, but again, the realities are stopping me from doing that. So so therefore, let's see. But maybe Anwar can affect indirectly Anwar gameplay, and maybe he will get trolled by more Supergiant fans. Sanskar, the trolling will happen this way or that way whenever he plays. Right? Whenever the verdict comes out, whenever he will play, it will happen. The trolling of the PSC will happen. AIFF will happen. So sad part that the trolls are there and people don't want to. Again, my biggest problem is what I've been telling you guys now for weeks and months is that people don't want to accept realities. Even I, when I've done my Anwar videos and I said from the first video what I think is right, what is wrong, that people, especially East Bengal fans, tell me, oh, this, that, and everything. And it's like, great. You don't know me. You don't know how I've come to that conclusion. What is my background? So please go on and troll me. It doesn't matter to me. So therefore, and these kind of guys will get much more trolling anyway. So trolling is part of their life. Hi, Ochut. My dad played several times at the KD Singh Babu Stadium in 1958-62 period. He took some photos of the stadium in 2000. It looks similar today on YouTube. Same old story. That's the problem, right? There's been no development in that part of the world in regard to infrastructure in sports, especially a sport like football. And let's wait and see. I mean, Interkashi is a good thing to happen to UP. hopefully they can kiss um, um, Uttar Pradesh football alive, and let's see what happens there. Sorry, just a sip of water from my side. Please do in-depth analysis in particular playing 11, strengths and weaknesses, reformation, and needed in squad players that can be signed who don't get time for other teams. Yeah, let me see how I do it. I had something in the plan in my idea. It also depends a little on my time over the next 2 weeks. So let me plan and start doing some videos on the 13 teams playing ISL. Hi, Shahad. I'm doing well. I clearly can't understand KBC's approach to Indian signings. As a fan, it's frustrating to say the least. Shahad, I think there are two things. One thing is, forget the Indian signings, forget the foreign signings. I think the general thing is the job given to the sporting management is balance the books. And that's the first thing that they've been told. And they've been in the market. The market has been inflated by Mohun Bagan and by East Bengal. Prices of players, salaries, transfer fees, all of that has been massively inflated in the last 2 years. 2 years, let's put it this way, 2 years. And the Blasters are saying, I'm going to be willing to pay this much and nothing more. And that's why also some of those conversations about signing have broken down. Therefore, it is they've done it in a certain way, and they are under those compulsions, and that makes it difficult for them. And they might, as a fan, you would want the Blasters to be challenging for titles, to be challenging for the League Shield. That now looks difficult because the Kerala Blasters surely are not in the top 3-5 teams that one would mention who are going to be, for the Blasters now, it's a fight to get into the top 6. So I guess that's the reality. If you ask me as an outside analysis, Manolo contract makes no sense without a performance clause. Shaggy, I have heard that contract, which has been put out, might not be true. I don't know. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. To me, I would always say such a contract, and again with the same mistake, I would say, just makes no sense. So to me, it makes no sense. And therefore for me, let's see what they do. But if the AIFF have done a contract with a contract with Manolo in the same way, I'd be very surprised. But it sounds like it is, no? Beautiful kid by Mumbai City FC. Why not the big Kolkata club sign kid contract with Puma or Nike so we can have great kids? Karam, very simply because Nike, Puma, Adidas are not interested to sign a deal with the Kolkata Giants. Mumbai City has a deal because Mumbai City is part of the City Football Group. Let's be honest about that. And Puma kits most of the City Football Group teams. Yeah, that's the reality. And this is, to me, so far what I've seen, the best jersey that I've seen. Honestly, if I'm unbiased, I think this, because the simplicity to me makes it, but it's still stylish, right? It has something. This Mumbai City jersey has something. But again, let's see how the others do, and then we can have a conversation during this season. Dangly going in the KFC, Sanskar, I don't know. At the moment, there is that rumor that there might be the switch. So, but I have not heard anything that the two players have terminated their respective contracts. How do you mention the role of politicians in Indian football development? If they contribute anything, especially in top position, I think they're destroyed, but the government done something different. Murali, again, you're generalizing. People generalize in what they're saying. Some politicians will have done good, some will have done bad, some businessmen will have done good, some businessmen will have done bad, some sports person will have done good, some would have done bad. So you can't generalize. They say don't have money but spend lakhs and crores on ISL play, instead spend on 1/3 of that grassroots and give to her. Only not going to happen. I said that multiple times here on this channel. A lot of people have asked, How do you relegation us? Is there any league in the world without relegation like ISL? Yeah, Murali. There is no relegation in Major League Soccer. There is no relegation in the A League in Australia. There is no relegation in the Canadian Premier League. The J League, when it was started, didn't have relegation. So we're not the only one. Hi, Ogni. So you think Indian football has money, but it's not being utilized properly or planned well? Yeah. Ogni, I've said this now multiple times that we are spending too much, too much on the players. That's one of those realities that I've said. We have a problem. We're spending way too much on salaries of the players. That's at the moment the biggest harming factor, in my opinion, that the salaries of the players are too high. Hi, Monarch. Welcome back. Hope you're doing fine. Saw an ad in ISL page for tomorrow's match featuring Sunil and Baichung. Have you seen it? I felt it was made in a manner that Baichung looked trolling Sunil. Didn't look good to me. No, I've not seen it. I'll have a look at it, and and then we can have a conversation about it. Monarch, I haven't seen it, so yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, they should change the kids, both Mohun Bagan and East Bengal. Okay, private agent. So Mood looking good in the camp from latest training session posted by now, which was missing under much. Again, Manolo, this is the one which is being shown in public, and this is the first 15 minutes. I guess that will look good. I'm not sure. Mohammedan home kit looks fine as well. The black color, it was home kit, I guess. Is the black one the home kit or is the white one the home kit? I'm not sure, Dubujoti. Title sponsor. KC Creations, I don't know about any title sponsor at the moment of the Indian Super League. There is this news today in Money Control that Nandini, the brand of the Kerala milk board, might become a sponsor of the ISL, so let's wait and see. DCR past is not that glory. We often glorify it. Can we say we have decent 2002 match quality compared to their generation? Yeah, because they played the quarterfinal of the AFC Under-17 Asian Cup at the time, right? And lost to South Korea. Otherwise, they would have played a World Cup. So can Manolo go with all BFC backline with Roshan, Nikhil, Leke, and Sana? I actually didn't realize that. Yeah, he could actually. He actually could. That would be actually my preferred backline at the moment. Will you play Naram after his recent form? I would say Nanda would be good list in second half. Shyam, the question is if Manolo is going to play any of the Mohun Bagan players or not, because of having played the Durand Cup final on Saturday. So if he doesn't play any of the Mohun Bagan players, then I guess both Naram, Mahesh and Nandakumar would both start. And then again, we could have Liston, Manvi, Apuya, Subhashish, all of them come in the second half. Is any title sponsor this season ISL? Chovik, so far I've heard none of it. To me, there is, again, as I said, there is talk about a sponsor potentially, but none. Who's your favorite football news channel? My favorite is Kale Now. I don't have a favorite one as such, Murali. I listen to once, I love the conversations on, if you ask, not as a channel, news channel, but as a football channel, for example. I love Kill Now is good, but also 420 grams, for example. Some interesting discussions we've had over the years. In 2018 or 16, back when U17 lost to South Korea 0-1 and Viviano. Dubijoti 2018. Good, but 2002 I knew personally very, very well, was involved with them as well. So therefore, at the time, with much, much less exposure, I thought they did quite well. That batch was pretty fine. So yeah, I agree. So I was just want India to fight till end, no matter the result, play for the badge on your jersey, which we aren't seeing nowadays. Agree. Yeah, Manolo, I agree. I think tomorrow, if I see the fighting spirit, if I see that the team is giving everything, but they'll, let's say they lose 3-0. I would say for myself, I'd be fine with that, right? I would be saying, okay, because I think we need to give Manolo time. You know, and yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Should Manolo try talents like Edmund Kiam in tomorrow's match? These should be matches for experiment. Manik, I think yes. I don't see Kiam starting, but Edmund might be an option. I don't know. Again, as I said, if the Mohun Bagan players aren't available, Edmund becomes an option to start maybe. But let's wait and see if they're going to get game time or not. What can we least expect from Manolo is not being a stupid coach. Ego was a scam as a coach. If he's good or bad, don't know. Manolo is a coach, no sponsor winning football. Only, as I said, 6 matches. I want him to try and build a first team. I want him to try, but I also try out players to be part of his squad. So therefore, let's wait and see how he does it. Another by PR by AIFF, UK government to build 800 pitches. I don't believe until those are made. No, it's not the AIFF PR. You have to ask the UP government about those things. UP government supposedly is now coming forward to support football. So that is already a positive step, in my opinion, that we're talking football in the context of Uttar Pradesh. So let's wait and see what they do. Do you think Bibiano is as good as foreign manager for U17-19? As good as Bibiano is, and with all due respect to Bibiano, who I know, I think foreigners would be better. What would be your front four? Manolo, front four, as I said, Changte, Nanda, and Mahesh would be part of that. And then it's a question of do I risk Edmund or do I risk Kian? And then the question is, do I play with the real number? I'll have to play with the false number 9 because I've only got Mandir as a striker. So that's the question that none of these press conference statements, let's see how he does it. Do you think women football also face similar problems like when it comes to basic? Is they good about salary? Are they good? What about salary? Yeah, Murali, the basics are even a problem in the women's game, but the standard of the women's game is not that high, right? So that's why you get away. And salary in India is not as good as, the women would like it, but still it's good. Do you think Kian can play as number 9 position, even switch to wings? I would prefer Kian on the wings than as a central striker. I like Manolo confidence in saying we can beat Syria. Manolo, what should he say? We're going to lose to Syria? How's Manolo as a man management, ego management, respect for others? Only man management has been good. Ego management as well, if you see his ISL teams. And of course, he has respect for other coaches. And Manolo you see in public and Manolo who speaks with his team will be 2 different things. Classic exam fights when you lost to UAE 2-0, still we should good fight spirit. Yeah, Murali. Another yesterday Indian players in Mohun Bagan posted after loss of final, but they haven't posted anything when national was lost apart from group. Yeah. What do you think? Even though Kian is very intelligent player, can he cope with the physicality of international football? SKN, I have had the pleasure of playing 5-a-sides against Kian, and I find that he is a smart player. We've not got many of his kind. And he has to be smarter about, the physicality aspect is there. But if he can use his smartness, his cleverness, he can get away out of situations. And that is something you will not see that if most probably in the first game, but if he can play regularly at Chennai, get game time under Owen Coyle, I think he could get better and could become an option for the Indian national team because he has that extra bit that I feel some of our players are lacking or missing. And technically, he's better than a lot of the players. What about front for Changte, Edmund, Saha, Liston? Manolo, as I said, I don't see Mohun Bagan players starting. So, as I told you, Changte, Edmund is an option. Kian could be potentially option. Mahesh and Nanda. How do you rate Nanda Kumar? Murali, yeah, again, one of those players on a very good day can be world beater, on a bad day can be a problem. I'm seeing Naurem, Sana, Beke, Ashish, Putia, Jixon, Edmund, Changte, Mahesh, Kian. Okay. Can Changte play as striker? Moinak, yes, he could be. He's played as a false 9 for Mumbai City, so therefore, why not? And Changte is one of those players. I mean, he's been now made Mumbai City captain. He'll be one of the senior players in the national team now. Yeah, the duty for him is going to be bigger than it was earlier. So therefore, it's going to be interesting. Changte, a lot of pressure on him. So therefore, let's wait and see. Tomorrow's predictions, sir. Vasu, I said earlier, to me, I would like us to win, first of all. A 1-0 or a 2-1 would be fine with us. And therefore, some are winning. Some are winning for us. Let's see if we can do it. Hi, the Vapes. Said about Nandini sponsoring ISL. Are they title sponsors associate? The Vapes, I have not heard anything of that kind. I also read that Money Control article. I would think there would be some sort of co-sponsors, associate sponsors, or some specific sponsor for some product that they have. But I don't see them being the title sponsors. So, but as I said earlier in the show, any sponsors willing to come forward and sponsor Indian football, that would be good news for Indian football given the current scenario. So therefore, if Nandini comes forward, great news for us in Indian football. Have you seen Harvard? Is he physically strong like other strikers? Absolutely no, but dude has got huge game IQ. Dilbut Jyoti, I disagree a little bit with you because I've seen Harvard as a 17, 18-year-old at Bayer Leverkusen. He's physically much stronger today than he was earlier. And actually, to me, he's not a natural striker. To me, I think his better position is being actually, a number 10 or even, number 10 is most probably, or, a second striker most probably is the best position for him, which rarely, nowadays you have. But he's built himself up as a striker, has done great for Arsenal and for the German national team. And he's one of those strikers who can run between the lines. So that's what, as you say, one of the most underrated players in world football, in my opinion. Do you think that FC Goa players get preference for tomorrow match compared to other players? Stephen, there are not too many FC Goa players in the squad, so no. Last season, Marcus and various other pages said the response was already done halfway there, etc. Why did it not go through last year? Because it wasn't done. It's like the Hyderabad deal seemed to have gone through also the last 2 years. So the Vapes, there are speculations. But I always said, as long as it's not signed, it's not signed. Will you do a watch along with Furious Harry? Manolo, likely I will do a watch along and join Curious Harry. Maybe Furious after the match, but that's the plan. And I'll be doing an analysis show afterwards tomorrow evening. Do you think physicality added advantage like Holland compared to Kylian speed? Different strikers, Murali. Therefore, and Holland to just nail him down on the physicality is maybe a little unfair. And the same can be said that Kylian Mbappe on speed. There has been many strikers who aren't physically strong, but they could kill you with their game IQ and technicality. Bergkamp, Putti, and Sagi, to name a few. Yeah, to put it right. Anwar update will come when FIFA World. To me, I'm just waiting for it to come out, and I heard over the weekend it's supposed to come out on Saturday. Didn't come out on Saturday, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know if there is a discussion on certain things and they're still not final, or if there's another reason for it. But to me, as everybody else, I'm waiting for it, but I've given up. So whenever it comes out, and then we'll talk about it, whatever the decision is. Tomorrow's prediction, bunch of I've said that as long as India win, I'm fine. A 1-0 or 2-1 is fine for me. So that would be a good start. But maybe sometimes it's more important how we play. Thoughts on Mumbai getting Etihad as a front of shirt sponsor is pretty huge, as we got Etihad on the sleeve 2 years ago and we didn't have Etihad last year at all. It's a pretty huge thing. The Vapes, I think the reality is that the betting companies are not putting as much money into the Indian market as they've done in the last 2-3 years. A lot of money spent by betting brands. Indian clubs were demanding a lot of money, and therefore for Mumbai City is great. I mean, the value of the shirt to me is higher if you have a non-betting brand front of shirt. It just adds something. Etihad is a global brand, it's a global airline. But again, Etihad is also on some of the other Mumbai City, City Football Group Club front shirts, or it was on the sleeve or the back in the past. So therefore, yeah, it adds a lot of things. But again, yeah. How much Etihad ever paid to Mumbai City FC? FIFA will. I've heard a figure, but it's not confirmed what I've heard. So therefore, I will not put it out into this public domain. Do you think people criticize FSDL and Reliance for most of the time, like they have been, like a blessing in disguise for Indian footy? Renal, I think everybody gets criticized. Sometimes rightly, often wrongly, I say, be it the AIFF, be it FSDL, be it Reliance. Because yes, they do mistakes, they do things wrong, and and Indian football is not progressing the way I think all of us would like it to evolve, to develop, and therefore there's a lot of criticism on that front. And in my opinion, yeah, we are seeing that Indian football's growth is not going in the direction that we all would like it to be. To be faster, to be quicker, to be better, and therefore we have to wait and see. And at the moment, I think, Reliance has done certain things, FSL has done certain things, but it has not been, certainly not perfect, and not been what most probably, the conversations were 10 years ago when we're sitting at this time, 10 years ago, over a month before the start of the ISL. Yeah, a lot of work to be done. Is Anwar verdict getting further delayed due to Intercontinental Cup? Moinak, I don't think so. It's not connected. Maybe there is still a discussion ongoing on the one or the other point. Maybe they've not come to a final verdict. Maybe they're also getting it checked, maybe directly by FIFA group. I don't know. Maybe by the FIFA Players Tribunal. I don't know. Yeah. So therefore, let's wait and see. I don't know. Again. Right, those of you 52 minutes plus who might be new to the channel, if you haven't, do like, share, and subscribe. We have 1,570 subscribers on the channel, so thanks a lot for that. Growing towards 1,600 slowly, so thanks a lot, guys. As always, for the support, and 18 likes so far of the video. If you think you're liking what you're hearing, what you're seeing, do leave a like behind. And those of you who might be new, do watch the videos, the shorter ones that I do on a daily basis, every morning. Today, BC General Group takeover Hyderabad FC. Yesterday, Northeast United lifting the Durand Cup. Mumbai City celebrating 10 years on Friday. Of course, the latest on the Anwar Ali. What could be the outcome of the AIFF PSC. Indian under-20 disaster, kick-off date of ISL, Mananoya, Gundogan retirement, on sporting in the ISL, all these kind of things. If you like, do have a look and let me know what you think. Rank Matthias, Vieira, Busquets, Makelele, Rijkaard, 1 to 5. Rijkaard, Makelele, Vieira, Busquets, Matthias. Thoughts on new title sponsors of ISL? Ryzen, there is no, new title sponsors. As per my understanding, Nandini will come in as a sponsor, but I don't know as what. Just bought 2 Germany jerseys. Great, Moinok. Good to see that. Do you think Indian footy can do much better than this? Of course, Leonard. I think we can do much, much better. We are nowhere near where I think we would need to be. I think that Indian football should be much, much better than what it is at the moment. But that's the challenge, I guess, at the moment that Indian football has, that we need to improve dramatically, drastically, and we're nowhere near where I think we should be. That's my thought process. So therefore, if you ask me, we should need to be much, much better. But we're nowhere near that. Do you think Rijkaard is the best defensive midfielder of all time? Rijkaard wasn't a defensive midfielder. To me, Rijkaard was more of a centre back, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know how you were saying that he's a defensive midfielder. Just let me quickly get. Sorry, I needed a sip of water. Yeah, let me know, guys, also what you guys think about tomorrow's match. What kind of result, outcome do you expect from the game between India and Mauritius? Um, and as I said, I'm not 100% sure what to think. I mean, um, yeah. So therefore, um, it's to me, to me, I don't know. I don't know what to expect tomorrow, to be very honest. He played a lot of matches as striker. I mean, as defensive midfielder. Okay, yeah, but to me, my mind, he is a centre back. Do you believe in the genetic thing? Like after Asian Cup, a lot of people told Indians don't have the chance to play football. No. Well, I wanted to rate them as defensive midfielder. Okay, but again, if you want to rate him as a defensive midfielder, but to me, I don't see him as a defensive midfielder. Punjab says maybe a 1-0 or draw. Okay. A joke. The year closer won the Golden Boot at World Cup. We were discussing how much he should have been awarded a Golden Helmet. Yeah, could have been, but that's the class. Well, I mean to name your top 5 teams all time in that order. Question is, who do you define as defensive midfielders? Because the game has changed a lot, right? We had flat midfields, players who were box-to-box players. Lothar Matthäus, to me, do I rate him as a defensive midfielder? Do I rate him as an attacking midfielder? More, as a playmaker? Very difficult in that way, right? Do I rate Schweinsteiger, let's say, as a defensive midfielder? No, I wouldn't. Defensive midfielder. Who do I rate? You've mentioned Busquets. Yeah, Vieira would come in. Maybe Didier Deschamps comes into that conversation. Maybe more than Vieira. But again, he didn't play in the Premier League, so people might not have followed him a lot. Guido Buchwald, who shouted out Maradona in the times, at the time for Germany. And then earlier age, I don't know. Did Bob Houghton criticize Indian football side at the time? I know we spoke about. I know Bob and I spoke about it a few times. That what they're eating and all that stuff. But he left it to the players in the end. So I don't know if he criticized the players on that. I don't know. To me, Bob was, Bob gave you the freedom on a lot of things, and it was on the players to be. I think the current players are much more professionals, so therefore, yeah. I find surprised when Syria played top Asian, they were not outplayed in Iran, Australia match, except Japan match. Morally, you were surprised, but again, Syria is a decent level Asian side. So therefore, they were able to hold their ground against those teams. So therefore, Syria has done well for themselves over the years. And, despite all the problems in the country, they have done very, very well. So, yeah, that's the reality of Syria, right? So that's where they stand, and that's what they've done. Karnataka-based Nandini Dairy is going to sponsor ISL. Gear on Rare, yeah, we've spoken about it tonight a number of times. Again, they have come out with a statement via a news article, which to me, at least nobody has confirmed. But again, I would guess there would be some kind of sponsorship. I don't know what level it would be, but I see them as some sort of maybe co-sponsor, associate sponsor or something. That would be, let's see when the ISL announces. What revolution did Bob Houghton bring India? Morally, I don't think Bob Houghton brought a revolution. I think Bob Houghton gave us a dramatic reality check, which people didn't want to, he gave a lot of reality checks, which people didn't like at the time, and but the players loved him. Ask the players, ask Kennedy, ask the others who played under him, and and he planned, he wanted to get into the Asian Cup, got India into Asian Cup, planned for the Asian Cup, asked not to get humiliated. Again, you look at the results, you might think bad, but I think it was about the way he played. So have you seen any game of Climate Cup 2024? What are your thoughts on Tibetan people wrestling in India? I feel we must include them in mainstream of football. No, I've not seen any of the matches, to be very honest to you. And Tibetan people representing us, I don't know if any of them have an Indian passport to be representing us. And then there's the issue with China, of course, as well. So I'm not sure what the status is. Or if any, I don't know if anybody knows anyone who's sort of Tibetan background who's played for us. But again, if you are from Himachal or from Kashmir or from Ladakh, you can represent us. So I don't know if Tibetan can actually represent us. I don't think so. But I might be wrong on that. Chelsea signed Sancho. Your thoughts on this deal, sir? Do you think since Cesar left Chelsea looks shaky in terms of leadership? Jadon Sancho is a very talented player. Did brilliantly at Borussia Dortmund. Took a wrong step by signing for United, I feel, because United are the way United are at the moment. So therefore, that's a little tricky and shaky in my opinion. Wanted to return to Dortmund, couldn't do that. Now he's gone to Chelsea, and Chelsea is... How many players do they have at the moment? I don't even know. Huh? How many did they get off on the last day, Friday? Too many players. Cesar, Azpilicueta, certainly lost. The question is, what kind of structure does Chelsea have at the moment? And I don't... difficult to speak about it because they're trying to build a new team. Let's see what Maresca can do. And let's see if Sancho can be part of that success story or potential success story of Chelsea, or if he fails as another team and slowly, people question him. So let's wait and see. Korea, Japan, Australia, these are top-notch Asia team. They regularly qualify for World Cup, but Qatar also one of the top teams everywhere. I do think they have done mistake or luck matters. Morali, we spoke about it a few times. You've asked me this. Qatar are a top team. Why didn't they qualify? Sometimes this result or that result doesn't work for them, and but they're still a top Asian side. They won the last two Asian Cups. What's the issue with Man U? They were literally being outplayed by Liverpool yesterday. Why not? I think the team, the club, the manager, the squad. I saw today a clip with Jamie Carragher having a go at Gary Neville, and Gary Neville is trying to defend things. And I think there is nothing to defend at Man United. I think Man United needed also a manager change. They need to get rid of certain players. But I don't know if they got rid of the right players or the wrong players, because Marcus Rashford, for example, is still at the club. So therefore, United has issues in the dressing room, has issues at the club, at the board level. I think Giannis is not the investor savior that they think they are. Again, Glazers are all to blame for. I think that the people running the club are a problem. So as long as you don't bring in the right people, they think they've brought in the right people, but I don't think so. I think overall, Man United needs a drastic overhaul, but they're not ready to do it. So let's see. Rashford is a complete waste, but he's been a waste for a while. But again, in England, he's been made a superstar. So that's the reality. Cancelo signed for Al Hilal. Your thoughts? Great player, but again, seems to be hopping from A to B to C every transfer window. Can't settle down at City. I liked him when he was playing at Bayern. Was a decent player at Barca. Now he joins Al Hilal. Yeah, interesting. Hi, sir. Richardson Denzel joins the Swedish club with sold for a transfer fee. Also, is that how they got? Don't know, Navneet, how Rajasthan United got rid of him. I think, again, he was on Berahino is on a small salary for Rajasthan. But yeah, I don't think that they're going out in the market and signing and saying, listen, we're going to sell him on somewhere for a lot of money, and then that will work. I don't think that's the reality of what's going to happen. Yeah, so therefore, let's wait and see what can be done. But I don't know. You know, yeah. I mean, I see him being transferred to Serbia rather than Sweden. I don't know if you're right, but and I don't think that he's been sold for a transfer fee. It looks like it to me. If I see in the offline database, he looks like he's been sold for a free transfer. Dada, you watch anime? Not anymore. Manchester City Academy, did they produce any good youth player in that AIFF? Yeah, of course. Phil Foden, I guess, is the best product. Even Jadon Sancho is a City Academy product. Mino Gittins at Borussia Dortmund. So yeah, Phil Babb, a lot of Cole Palmer, City product. So City Academy is producing, but again, AIFF has been doing this for 5 decades. Therefore, we would rate them differently than City Football Group. So yeah, that's the reality. So yeah, that's what's happening. Right, over an hour, 7 minutes plus. Again, our Indian football discussion has become a global football discussion. Those of you who haven't, like, share, and subscribe. And checking. 19 likes so far. Listen, quite less. So you guys do leave a like. And 1,570 subscribers. Thank you very much. We're slowly moving in on 1,600. So guys, keep on growing the community, spread it out to people. And yeah. What happened to the amazing talent of Indian World Cup winning squad? Dubajoti, like with the Indian under-17 squad, not every player makes it to the top. Again, Phil Foden, the biggest talent of that squad. Sancho would be named. Magui would be named most probably, the Crystal Palace defender. So yeah, Gomez was a player that was mentioned at the time, if I'm right, and the Liverpool striker who was scoring a lot of goals. But yeah, that's it. What is your favorite food? Morally, I wouldn't say that one thing is my favorite food. I've got a lot of things that I like, be it German, be it Indian, be it global. So not one simple thing. Foden, Sancho has been good, but what about Gomez and number 10? I couldn't remember the name of the others. Yeah, again, but that's the point, right? If I look at the German squad which won the World Cup last year, let's see how many of them make it under 17, right? So therefore, that's the reality of football. So not every player will make it to the top and be be a pro at the top level. So that's the reality. Very few will most probably make it. So that's the harsh reality of professional football these days, that you don't reach it. You said Sunday holiday day in Germany. What about football match? Will they play if in case of a FIFA match? Sunday is a holiday, but there's no holiday doesn't mean it's not a non-football day. So therefore, Sunday is the main football day. That's why yesterday I was watching my local team play. They play on Sundays. So, yeah. But at least Germans are more professional than England, African, Brazilian footballers. Rubajoti, but that doesn't mean that they'll become professionals. Right? They're at the top level. There are a lot of factors in it. So, that is that. Right, nearly 1 hour, 10 minutes done, guys. Slowly coming to the end of this. Once more, if you haven't, do like, share, and subscribe. As always, and spread the word. Let's grow the community. As I always like to say, let's get more people come to talk and discuss. And I'll take this Morali question as the last one. What happened during transition in into senior? Are they distracted or misguided? See, Morali, you're looking at it from a negative standpoint of being misguided or distracted. No, that's the reality of football. Not everybody makes it. It's not being distracted or misguided. Player might get a serious injury. He might do, a coach might not like him. The club might not like him. Club might dismiss him. There are too many reasons why a player doesn't make it as a pro. So therefore, it's too negative, they're distracted or misguided. That is also can be a factor, but mostly it is because people might not rate them to be good enough to become professionals. Someone who might peak at 16, 17, the people might say 20, okay, it's not good enough. So that's also reality. Right. So over 1 hour, 10 minutes, guys. I'll end it here for today. Most probably we'll join Hiren for a watch along, and then thereafter we'll do an analysis of India versus Mauritius. Let's do that tomorrow. And as I said, like, share, subscribe. Watch the other videos here on arunfoot as well that I've been doing. Love, peace, and support as always. And I'll be back tomorrow night with a live post India versus Mauritius. Good night, everyone.